What's up YouTube, TCB here, with a TCG exclusive Forbidden and Limited List discussion. Now for those of you who don't know, Konami dropped a bomb on our format last night. An absolutely unheard of gesture, making a TCG exclusive list that is completely separate from the OCG list. And what does that mean? Well, first off, all the people who bought Trishulas at $35 to $50 got screwed. Because guess what? Trishula is only good in Japan, Korea, China, or any of the other OCG countries. Sucks for them, I guess. But you know, they say that patience is a virtue, and in this case it definitely is true. It's so funny because everyone, myself included, have been building decks based off of the list that was released in the OCG. There are many differences. Many Gladiator Beast fans were excited because Bestiari was set to go to 2. That is no longer happening. In the OCG, Mermail Abyssteus went to 1. However, in our land, Mermails got hit in an entirely different way. In the OCG, Gorz went to 2. It's still at 1 here in TCG. Either way, there are a lot of differences between the OCG and the TCG list. I will post both below in the description so you can get a better look at the differences. Now what I really want to talk about is the excitement over the TCG list. I honestly don't know if Konami heard all of the cries of anger from us, but there were a lot of changes. One of the biggest changes is the length in which the Forbidden and Limited list is active for. This list is a 4-month list, active for September, October, November, and December. So for newly forbidden effect monsters, they kept their word on all of the baby dragons. Dragon rulers are now no longer the ridiculous deck that they are. However, much to the sadness and pain of hero duelists, elemental hero Stratos is now no longer legal. Number 16 Shockmaster is also now illegal. That is a change from the OCG list. And now for the spells that became banned. Card Destruction, Gateway of the Six, Heavy Storm, woo! Monster Reborn, Pot of Avarice, I've run out of fingers, and as with the OCG list, Super Rejuvenation and Spellbook of Judgment, woo! Now I want to stop things for a moment and talk about Heavy Storm being banned, woo! Heavy Storm is a subject of much anger and discussion and argument within the Yu-Gi-Oh community. It honestly depends on what kind of player you are. The past few formats have been very, for lack of better words, herp-derp. What that implies is that people just throw a bunch of cards on the table and be like, I win! That does not mean that duels cannot be skillful. The Dragon Ruler's Mirror Match is said to be a very skillful game. However, now with Heavy Storm gone, people are allowed to set as many spell or trap cards as they want. I personally hate Heavy Storm. I am what I consider a grind game duelist. What that implies is games that take longer turns, don't revolve around OTKs, and involve a lot of interaction with players. You're not just gonna slap a bunch of monsters on the board when you're facing 5 back rows. For the traps that are newly banned, we have Ultimate Offering and Solemn Judgment. For newly limited, we have Atlantean Dragoons, Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Spirit, Deep Sea Diva, Genex Ally Birdman, Rescue Rabbit and Thunder King Ryo are now down to 1, Ivishki Mind August, and Duloran Tiger King of Ice Barrier. So as you can see, Fire Fists took a little bit of a hit, Mermails got punched in the face, and Vishki OTK is no longer viable. The XYZ Constellar Ptolemy M7 is now limited. For spells that are now limited, we have Dimensional Fissure, Gold Sarcophagus, and Royal Tribute, and for the traps that are now limited, it's just Mind Blowing. Bottomless Trap Hole is at 1. Compulsory Evacuation Device is at 1. Eradicator Epidemic Virus is at 1. Macrocosmos is at 1. Soul Drain is at 1. Torrential Tribute is at 1. And many duelists are like, whoa! What are you doing, Konami? Why are you doing this? Reason being is because Heavy Storm is now banned. The thinking behind it is that now you can set as many spell or trap cards as you want, we have to limit all of the good ones. This is going to be a back row format, so they had to hit some of the better traps. And now what we have for semi-limited, Mizuki and Plague Spreader Zombie are at 2, so I'm sure zombie players are rejoicing. TG Striker was at 1, now it's at 2. For semi-limited spells, Tanky is at 2. And for traps, Dimensional Prison is at 2. And now for the hilariousness of what is no longer on the list. Destiny Hero Malicious, the long semi-limited card, is now at 3. Agent of Mystery Earth is now at 3. Tsukiyomi is now at 3. A Hero Lives is at 3. Black Whirlwind is at 3. Emergency Call is at 3. Though you're not getting Stratos with it. Hieratic Seal of Convocation is at 3. Pot of Duality is at 3. And last but certainly not least, as it was listed on the OCG list, Scapegoat is at 3. So what decks are going to be good this format? I honestly have no clue. I mean, there's a few decks that stand out, but it's been a no-heavy format for so long, I can't even recall playing with a lot of back row. But I don't know, guys. Post your opinions about this new TCG exclusive format, and let me know what you think is going to be good. That's it for now. As always, guys, thanks for watching.